This is NDTV and you are watching NDTV Prime.
A very warm welcome to a brand new episode of CNB Bazaar Buzz. I'm Siddharth Vinayak Patankar, and first up, as always, a look at everything that's coming at you over the next 30 minutes. The long-pending review of the Indian Scout 60. We're continuing our electric theme and looking at yet another electric cycle. And we're going really vintage with a very special Mercedes-Benz. So let's begin with the Indian Scout 60. Now, Indian as a brand is trying to make inroads here in India for some time. It's going to take some doing because, remember, it's a very niche brand and it doesn't really make a whole range of motorcycles. But having said that, the ones it does manufacture are really special, and they're positioned rather interestingly as well. Now, the Scout was always around. The Scout 60 is a new engine, and it was a nominee this year as well at the NDTV Car and Bike Awards. And here is that review.
The Indian Scout 60 looks identical to its big brother, the Scout, except for a smaller engine and one less gear in the transmission. But does it have the same entertaining personality? The Scout 60 retains the muscular low-sunk silhouette of the Scout with its chunky tires and fat fenders, adding extra muscle to the overall look. Like the Scout, the 60 also gets a single-pod instrument cluster. A fuel gauge is missed, but you do get a low fuel warning light. So besides the slightly smaller engine than the Scouts, you also get a different transmission, which is now a 5-speed unit, instead of the 6-speed transmission on the more powerful sibling. The riding posture is identical to the Scout. You sit low on the bike, on the solo bucket seat, and the foot pegs are spread out wide and set forward, with the wide handlebar making a comfortable riding position. What really stands out is the refinement of the engine, which despite having the marginal displacement drop, pulls cleanly and without a sense of clatter or vibration. The 5-speed transmission is smooth and clicks with precision, and the belt drive offers a noiseless ride. The torque is spread out over a broad range of revs, so there's enough grunt when you open the throttle, making for an entertaining performance. The suspension is a bit on the stiffer side, and although the handling is taut, the ride quality isn't exactly plush.
The Scout 60 is the entry-level cruiser from Indian motorcycles. Although at around Rs 12 lakh ex-showroom Delhi, it can hardly be called entry-level. What you get for that kind of money though is a nice-looking cruiser motorcycle. It's got a fantastic engine and entertaining performance. It's not without faults, but in the end what you get is actually a very nice bike.
At over 250 kilograms, the Scout 60 isn't exactly a light cruiser either, and the turning radius could become a bother in tight spots. But if you want to stick to what it is designed to do, languid cruising and the occasional weekend jaunt, then the Scout 60 comes across as a very well put together motorcycle.
The Indian Scout 60, it's a really nice looking bike as well, isn't it? Now let's talk about the electric bike that we have for you on the program today. Now, Cyrus, if you've been watching the show regularly, you would have noticed that he's been spending a lot of time and trying to get electric. So what is it about that connection with him? I think, surreptitiously, the rest of us want him to actually ride these bikes without any assistance. But having said that, let's take a look at what this new electric bike can do.
Electric mobility is the future. The quicker we accept this fact, as much as it disappoints us old petrol heads, the easier it will be for all of us to adopt it. That said, electric solutions from manufacturers like Tesla or Faraday Future is still a long way away for India, but what we do have is a booming more basic personal electric mobility segment. Hero Bicycles launched its Electro range of electric assist bicycles a few months ago, and there are several electric manufacturers like this one that made this eRidelite. That are now bringing electric bicycle tech to India too. But this isn't just an electric assist bicycle. Now this of course isn't the first electric bicycle we brought to you in the last couple of weeks, and considering the sheer amount of new e-bike manufacturers that we've seen, this probably isn't the last this year either. Now we'll tell you a little bit more about the bicycle a little later, but I think I should ride it now if I can just get myself to go and not play with these lovely little cute dogs that we have today. Yes, this is a motoring show, but think about it. Electric mobility is cleaner, which is better for the environment, and that means a greener world and happier dogs. And of course, happier humans too. Now let's get to the bicycle. The eRidelite bicycle has the same tried and tested solution that everyone else is adopting. A battery pack, in this case a 36 volt unit, made it to a 250 watt motor. Where most e-bike makers cantilever the battery below the seat towards the rear or mount it on the lower frame crossbar, eRidelite has a special frame where the battery mounts flush right under the seat, which results in a lower center of gravity and of course better packaging. The battery is removable and you can charge it either on the bike or separately at home through an adapter. The bicycle also comes with an LCD display screen that shows you the trip meter, overall distance covered, battery charge, temperature, current time and electric assist level. It also comes with an LED headlamp unit and an inbuilt low intensity horn. Where this differs from the likes of the Electro e-cycles that we rode a few weeks ago is the fact that it comes with a twist throttle just like a motorbike that you can use to operate the bicycle. This means that you don't really have to pedal at all if you don't want to, and can use the e-cycle in electric mode only. It is pretty simple. Twist the throttle and the bicycle moves ahead with ease up to a top speed of 25 km per hour with a very slight hum. You can pretty much keep up with most traffic in the city with that kind of performance, and since there aren't really any moving parts, this system does work quite well. But in the interest of fairness, the test bicycle we got did have a throttle issue, and even after the prompt technicians from eRidelite replaced the mechanism, there are still moments where the bicycle would abruptly lose power. Now yes, we know that this is a small manufacturer and that they're just starting out, but the attention to detail is something that this product really lacks. For example, the first thing I would change in this bicycle would be these stickers that looks really cheap. That said, there is a silver lining, and a big one. The fact that electric tech is becoming more affordable for the masses is quite obvious. eRidelite has priced its range from 23,900 rupees to 35,900 rupees for the first 20 bikes, and 25,900 to 37,900 for their next 100. But once the first 120 are sold, the prices of these bicycles will then become 37,000 rupees for the 50 km range version and 53,000 rupees for the 90 km range version. So our verdict? Well, we like the concept of e-cycles in general, and the eRidelite is a great value for money product. But it still has a few rough edges that definitely need some ironing out.
Time for a quick break here on Bazaar Buzz. We come back with plenty more and I answer your questions too. Stay tuned.